Will this be your final testimony?
No.
I hope it is. Because the way I see it, the sooner we finish this, the sooner we get to the next witness. Who the fuck is going to be the next witness?
Pearl?
She didn't see shit, though. Like, we broke her psych locks.
She said a lot.
She's
not
just,
a lot that'll be useful in court.
I mean, she's just going around trying to summon Dahlia. She didn't actually see anything. She wouldn't be used as a witness. Ooh, maybe when they get Maya out, they'll use her as a witness.
That might work.
Instead of having her be the new defendant. Again.
Other than walking over the bridge, there's no other way to move the body. So, I must have just gotten confused, I guess. Was the snow still falling, or had it stopped? Matter that much?
Yes.
Or are you saying that there is a way to cross a burning bridge?
I tried.
So it was just a misunderstanding, I see.
Wait, what game is this? If it's Breath of the Wild, literally all you do is take out your paraglider.
Yes, but you'd still lose altitude.
Pretty sure you could make it across that thing, though. It was 20 yards?
Looked like...
No, Franziska said it was 20 yards.
really hard. This is a photo of the dusky bridge after it burned down from the lightning blast. It was taken on the morning after the incident. Ah.
I don't see it, if you're saying there's something.
Certainly burned to a crisp.
Let's get past this so we don't have text boxes in the way.
And one of the suspension wires is gone. It's amazing the whole bridge didn't fall.
Before you say it, I don't think they Tarzaned across while holding a damn body.
Well, first of all, we know she didn't cross the... Because Dahlia was on one side and she was on the other. We already pretty much learned that she was in two places at once, right?
Yeah, but I'm just saying... Regardless, because here's the thing, the body had to get from one side of the bridge to the other. I'm just saying, however it got across, it wasn't through Tarzaning on that broken suspension rope.
Was pretty damn long. Clearly it would be impossible to carry a in this condition.
And I know the rope may be long, but have you ever tried to swing across a rope while carrying a body that's probably bigger than you?
Again, she didn't go across.
I'm saying somebody did.
Whatever. Let's just move.
I'm just saying somebody had to. All right, now I'm gonna take a look at this photo. Yeah, I'll read my line in a moment. Thanks, Phoenix. Just let me take a look at this photograph and see if it makes me laugh. All right. What's that thing down there? Is this like a ridge? Like a path up?
I'm not really sure. I'm more concerned because he said one of the suspension cables is missing. I'm wondering which one he's talking about. Is he talking about the one that's straight down, or is there one that's just not there anymore?
No, he said it was broken. It's the one that's straight down.
Okay.
And I feel like it's going to be important, but I don't think you could really swing across, so... Or, Is there a way that rope could be used to somehow make someone look like they're flying over the bridge?
I have an idea on that. Which I've got a couple ideas on that, so I'm gonna wait.
Alright. Unless I do something.
Because I'm also having to take into account that Larry is stupid.
Okay. It wouldn't still be in evidence if we weren't supposed to take his sketch at face value. So, ignore what Larry said. Somebody was over that bridge. Somebody was flying over that bridge. Probably wasn't Iris. But there was somebody, and I don't think they were actually flying for that matter. Somebody was 20 to 30 feet above the bridge while it was on fire.
And I don't know. Let's keep going and we'll see.
Unless I do something to discredit this testimony, it's going to be deemed as the truth. And Maya will be accused of murder.
Try it. I'm only going to say this one more time. Wow, that rain is loud.
Huh?
It's only human to err.
Air.
Err. Only humans can spot the errors of your ways.
The more sense he makes, the less sense he makes.
All right, Mr. Wright. Please begin your final cross-exam. Bullshit is the final one.
Probably a final one for her. Alright.
So, I think maybe, as far as like, are you saying there's a way to get across it? Maybe, but I don't know.
Oh my god, my stupid guess was correct.
What was it? What was it?
I put Larry's sketch on her saying, how would you cross a burning bridge? I'm like, by flying!
Sweet.
A dead body flying... A dead... Okay.
Yeah.
Oh.
That's what I kept trying to stress to you, is they don't have to go with it. They toss.
Oh, okay. I didn't realize that's what you were going for. So, a dead
I figured
body...
I'd just let it happen and you'd see.
A dead body flying over a burning bridge. I wouldn't exactly rule out the possibility.
What? You're saying it's possible. Don't make me laugh.
Laughing is good.
The only thing that's possible about your claim is that it's been pulled out of thin air. While that is true...
I don't know about that. In any case, we have a witness who did see it happen.
Oh no, we have to call it back. Preposterous. Who is it? Who is this witness?
Can't chicken out here. I've got to keep on the attack and go, go, go.
Well, the only way to keep people off balance in the courtroom is to bring in Larry.
Ms. Elise Donham's brilliant and highly gifted apprentice, Laurice Donham. I almost said it with a straight face.
Brilliant, highly gifted apprentice?
Loris? Remember
Donham? Artist?
Question mark? Remember what he said in his testimony? Testimony? That night, he was at the Mountain Shack, Heavenly Hall.
His penis was out.
That's when he witnessed the event. I think you've all seen this sketch before. It's an exact drawing of what he witnessed that night.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute. I think I just noticed something.
Is it something? Is it something that they're going to tell us in 5 seconds?
I don't think so. It's just something I noticed. Can we look at the burned out bridge real quick?
The photo?
Yeah.
No, it'd be at the end. Here.
Okay, and then the other one, then the Larry sketch. Now, I don't know if this is because of how they ended up after it burned. In the other photo, the suspension wires are on the bottom.
Rhino, this is a sketch by Larry. It has a zigzag pattern on it. I don't think accuracy with the wires is the main thing we're supposed to be focusing on here.
Okay, but I'm just saying, because it also brings to mind what I said earlier about how the flames are the same on both the top and the bottom.
That's also kind of a thing they just do for drama, because I don't think flames do that Flames
No,
go
they
up.
don't. They always go up.
Yeah, so there's... I think the whole point of this sketch is we're not supposed to focus on anything except that we use it to represent creating the argument someone flew over the bridge. I'm pretty sure the whole point is that the drawing is bad, but it represents that Larry saw something. It's kind of like just a more unique version of just having his written testimony.
Are you serious? Today's not April Fool's Day, is it? No, sir, it's July. Mr. Wright, are you seriously claiming the victim flew through the air?
Actually, it's February in-game.
And you're using this pathetic scribble to support your argument.
Uh-oh, the judge looks like he's about to blow a gasket.
Heh. Well, it's right. There's nowhere for you to hide now. Other than looking like it was drawn by a 6-year-old, does this sketch prove anything?
Yes, I'm pretty sure it does, and I'm going to prove it.
Listen, I know your tricks. You're trying to turn this whole thing upside down. You're so eager to turn this case upside down, why not start with the sketch?
Upside down? Why did Godot say that?
Fucking called it.
Hey, Rhino, you want to know the problem?
What?
You can't just say something vague and then later on pretend that you predicted something.
I said the wires were on the wrong... On the burned one were on the bottom, and they're on the top.
Rhino, look at these.
Those are not the right angles Larry drew.
It's a fucking sketch that has flames on the top and bottom!
You're not denying me this. I said that they were on the wrong side.
Yes, you did. You didn't say that meant the sketch was upside down. You don't get to claim that. You predicted... I'll give you 55% of it. I'm not saying I predicted any of it. I didn't know shit.
Alright then, let's hear the defense's theory. What exactly is this sketch trying to show? What confuses me though is that Larry says she flew, so he thinks she went to boat.
Yeah, that's kind of why I was saying,
Of course, we also have another thing in this case that's upside down, so maybe flipping things is a theme.
Maybe we've just been looking at the sketch upside down.
I mean, it was flying, so that's why I thought it was fine. And also, it's the fact that you can clearly see where the ring was in the sketchbook.
Yeah. I don't think old Whiskerface is gonna forgive any more mistakes. Alright, Phoenix, look carefully and think it over. The sketch drawn by Laura Stoneham is... I don't actually know what to choose. I guess probably exactly what happened.
Yeah, probably exactly what happened if our upside down theory is correct.
Of course the victim was flying through the air. You could see it right there in the sketch. Whoosh! Boom, boom. Ticka, ticka.
You know, you're starting to remind me of yesterday's witness.
What? That was the last thing I wanted to hear.
Do you have any evidence that the victim flew through the air? Just so you know, we haven't discovered a giant human catapult at the Inner Temple yet. Oh, so we did look for a catapult.
I wish they had.
Even if you're a lousy lawyer, at least you're one cup's worth of entertainment. Think we should skip the penalty this time. Even the game knows this is kind of a bullshit thing it's doing.
There must be some way. Just know it. There must be a way to use Larry's sketch and show the truth of what happened.
Alright then, the witness will now return to her testimony. Yes, Your Honor.
I'm just gonna reset back here. Try this.
Complete contradiction will be the next one, yeah?
Something is obviously funny about this sketch. And I don't mean the quality.
I'm no art critic, but even I can see that.
No, it's not what I mean, Your Honor. Oh, the music started back up.
Oh, sweet, we're doing the right thing.
Laura Stoneham stated it over and over that this sketch was exactly as he saw it.
Oh, he's upside down right there.
No, he went to the bridge and started doing it.
Fine.
However, if we're to believe his testimony, then the sketch contradicts reality as we know it. Okay, it might have been like he saw it while up... No, 'cause he was lying on his bed when he saw the lightning strike, so... Yeah, okay.
It contradicts reality. Heh, this is getting interesting. Looks like you're back to that finger pointing thing again. Exactly contradicts reality as we know it. The wires.
Yeah, I'm gonna choose the wire. I feel like it's either the wires or the person. I'll do the wires then. It's this wire connected to the bridge. Yep.
The wire. Can I get more than 55 for that?
60.
Alright. Heh. Is that the thing that contradicts reality?
I mean, specifically the part we just did, 100%. I'm just saying the part about the sketch being upside down.
Okay.
It is indeed.
And show us the reality that supposedly conflicts with.
Yep.
Show us something that will point out how the sketch contradicts reality. That's a photo of Dusky Bridge, correct?
Yes. Now, compare the sketch and the photo for a minute. In the sketch, the wires appear to be above the guard wires. Oh, is that what they are? I assumed that was just a zigzag pattern to show this is a bridge.
No, the zigzag pattern is generally a very good architectural design thing in order to support weight equally.
But on the actual Dusky Bridge,
Jumpin' Jehoshaphat.
The wires
are
below the guard wires. This is me speaking.
What? Order! The sketch is somewhat different than what's depicted in the photo. However, isn't it likely that the artist just...
Saw it wrong, yeah.
Or perhaps he just drew it wrong. Either way, it sounds like you're just wrong.
With someone like Loris, I admit a mistake is a definite possibility. Then that begs the question. Why did he make a mistake? What was the reason?
Are you saying you know the answer to that?
Listen, think back, alright? Remember what Loris was doing when he witnessed this event. He was at Heavenly Hall waiting for a lover that was never going to come. He waited and waited, and finally he laid down. Oh, are they really gonna go with that? Okay, they said specifically he was lying down then he saw the lightning strike. So he got up, took a few minutes, then he went to the bridge, and it started sketching, and that's when he saw the person flying. Just make it clear, that is what they said before this point.
Well, I don't know if they specifically said that's when he saw her flying. He said he drew what he saw. He may have been drawing what he saw a few minutes before that.
I mean, he got up instantly after the lightning struck, though.
Yeah, it's a little bit inconsistent, but I guess we'll see.
Then, lightning shoots from the sky and sets the bridge aflame. Now ponder what sort of position Larry... Yep, they're really pulling that. At least we didn't have to actually figure out that was the case. They're just bringing it out. But still, that literally goes against what they said before.
Yeah. At least Godot gave us some hints.
Now ponder what sort of position Larry must have been in at the time. He was lying on his back, which is why he remembered the scene the way he did.
He was lying on his back. I can't really see how it relates.
But it does, Your Honor. That is the reason why the wires in the sketch go up instead of down.
Ah. No way.
Loris Donham witnessed the event while he was lying on his back, face up. I kind of like how Phoenix is humoring him, how even when Larry's not here, he calls him by the name he prefers.
I mean, I don't think he really fought Larry on his name change like Edgeworth did.
He thought it was stupid, but yeah. In other words, the scene that he saw was actually upside down.
So then, this sketch should actually...
I think you finally get it, Your Honor. The correct way to view Loris Donham's sketch is like this. This is how it should actually look. The victim's body wasn't flying above the bridge. It was actually swinging below. That's right, just like a pendulum.
Ridiculous.
There was no pit, though.
Of all the things to say, a pendulum?
The bridge was burning to a crisp. There was no way to get across it. But if the body had been found at the inner temple, it would have caused problems. This is where the criminal decided to take a gamble. They used the burning bridge to get the body across the other side. And a pendulum was the only way to get it done.
Let's think about this for a minute, shall we? Dusky Bridge is about 20 yards long, which means it's about that far from the inner temple to the opposite cliff.
Yes, that sounds right.
In order to cover that distance with a pendulum, it's 10 yards long. To get a rope that long, you'd have to plan ahead.
The lightning strike that night can only have been an accident. It doesn't make sense that the criminal would have prepared the rope beforehand. So then, the criminal... They didn't have to get the rope ready. The rope was already right in front of the criminal.
What?
I'm saying that it was just a matter of using what was already there.
In that case, Mr. Wright, please give us an explanation to support your theory. On hand to create. And the meaning of this is...
If you want to know where the rope came from, it's hanging right there in front of your glorious beard.
Ah, my beard is glorious. This is one of the wires from the bridge.
When the lightning struck the bridge and set it on fire, one of the suspension wires came loose from its anchor. The criminal didn't have any time to waste, so they tied the wire around Elise Donham's body.
Almost did a video for that.
Because there was simply no other way to move the body.
Glug, glug, glug. Hey, there's the 50 glug thing you were talking about.
He swings his cup high.
Mr. Godot.
How much coffee do you have in that damn mug, man?
That's a good question.
Why do you even need to get new mugs?
Seems that Mr. Godot is more focused on his coffee than answering my question. Seems that the odds of the rope being readily available were very high. I suppose that's not an impossibility after all. Possible or impossible? That's not the question we need to ask. There's only one question. Did that really happen? Trite, I wonder if you can prove what happened to us. Do you have any evidence that the body was swung over?
Oh boy.
I mean, aside from Larry's sketch, the ball,
This-
maybe?
Yeah, this maybe, I'm pretty sure. Before I present my evidence, let me review what we know so far. According to this photo, one of the wires snapped. Looking at the map, we can see it's the one that was in front of the inner temple.
So then, that was the spot where the criminal...
Yes, precisely. Now let us consider the body's movement by looking at the overhead map again. If the body was pushed from this point here, it would drop on the opposite bank at approximately this point.
Did you say drop?
Well, they must have failed to catch the body on the other bank.
What makes you think something like that happened?
Because I have evidence that suggests her body dropped some distance.
What kind of evidence?
Take a look at this autopsy report. Oh, that would have worked too.
Yeah, that's why I guess either one.
Rhino.
I like whenever they actually give us multiple options.
Just saying, Rhino, I'm glad you cut yourself off, because at no point did you indicate the autopsy report.
I was going to say that would be the next thing we need to bring up, and I'm glad they did it for us.
Yeah, okay then. It says here that her body fell about 10 feet after her death.
10 feet, huh?
That's most likely the height difference between the two sides. The body overswung due to forward momentum, but then came loose and fell about 10 feet. And then, as a result of the landing impact, this crystal sphere was knocked loose.
That's...
Yes, this blood-stained amethyst crystal. It's the one that came off of Miss Elise Donham's staff. And even more important is the place where this crystal sphere was found.
Indeed, I believe it's already marked on this overhead map. Crystal was found. Oh.
Precisely, Your Honor. In the very spot where the pendulum would arrive if given the right amount of speed.
This explains our theory quite well, Mr. Wright. You have provided us with the way of that night. An impressive deduction, Mr. Wright. Most impressive. I thought this cold coffee might help cool you down. What is the meaning of this, Mr. Godot? That was a dark and bitter guess you made, Trite. But you forgot about one thing. Oh, and what would that be? The aroma.
Huh? I can hear you doing something in the background.
No, that was housemate moving. The coffee's most reliable accomplice. Pungent aroma.
It says profound. And I meant like it sounds like clicking.
I don't know, maybe we're the door shutting or something.
It sounds like a controller, Rhino.
Look, I'm not doing shit.
Okay, then. Look, if you're not, then okay. The rest of the court doesn't speak coffee-nese. Can you elaborate a bit more?
If the criminal had sent the body to the other side like you say, then naturally there must have been an accomplice laying in wait to catch it. An accomplice? Criminal wasn't able to cross the dusky bridge. So, who collected the body? Now we come to the tricky part. Convincing people of ghosts. What do you have to say about that, Trite?
You know, I see why you do the thing where you point something out, like, right before it's probably going to be revealed. Because once it pops, as I discovered, when it pops into your mind, you instantly want to say it, so...
Mr. Godot is correct. This can't be the work of a single person. Well, Mr. Wright, you know what you must do.
Yes, Your Honor, I have to prove every single little sneeze and burp I say, whereas the prosecution literally just has to say, I think this, guilty.
Yup.
The body couldn't have made it to Hazakura Temple without an accomplice.
Very well then, if you please, Mr. Wright. Who was the person that received the body on the Hazakura Temple side? It was freaking Iris. Because we already know Dahlia was on the other side.
For a moment, I was looking at the Dahlia and Iris rights, and I thought there was a difference between them. It can only be you, Sister Iris.
Huh? Ah! But I
don't see why you're so surprised. The only way to transport the body from Dusky Bridge is by snowmobile. But with her bad back, Sister Bikini could never pick up a body like that. You're the only one that could have managed it.
Right, were you even listening to the witness's testimony? On the night of crime, this little cutie pie was on cleanup duty at the Inner Temple Garden after the mother-daughter bloodbath. To quote you earlier, Godot, she lied.
I haven't forgotten, but have you, Mr. Godot? This witness was also seen at Hazakura Temple, desecrating the corpse of the victim.
Strange indeed. It's almost as if, on that night, the defendant was in two different places at the same time.
Sister Iris, let me ask you something. Why didn't you mention it when you first gave your testimony?
Mention what?
The pendulum, of course. Using this sketch drawn by an eyewitness, I have established how the body was moved using the burnt-out bridge, which means it's now a fact that this occurred, something you should have already known.
No, I had no idea. I didn't know anything about a pendulum.
But the body couldn't have been passed along to the other side without your help, so you should have known about it. In fact, it'd be impossible for you to be clueless about this whole thing. Unless you're not really Iris to begin with.
What? How could you say that, Mr. Wright? What kind of nonsense is this? You're saying this witness isn't Iris of Hazakura Temple?
Are we saying that?
Did Dahlia possess her sister after she got done doing what she did?
Iris doesn't have spiritual power.
We never actually said whether she did or didn't.
Yes, we did. She said she doesn't. Bikini
okay, then fine.
Said she doesn't. So
okay, then fine. This is actually secretly Maya.
At this point...
Are you serious, Trite?
Look, I didn't expect him to suddenly go the road of this is Dahlia.
You mean this woman is...
There's no one besides Iris that could have received the corpse that night. Now I get it. Now I know why I've been sick to my stomach during this trial. Why her whole demeanor changed so subtly from yesterday. She's trying to pin this murder on Maya. The woman that's standing there at the witness stand. Her real name is...
Phoenix Wright.
I swear I honestly didn't even see this one coming.
Me neither. Girl's sticking around a while, ain't she?
I never thought I'd have to utter your name again, let alone see you. It's been a long time, Dahlia Hawthorne. Whoosh! Boom, boom. Tick, tick, tick.